Welcome to the Speculation Zone. I am your host, the Duos 2, and today I am speculating about the Wave 11 and 13 of the DC Superpowers line by McFarlane Toys. There's already been rumors about the Wave 12, and that's why it's Wave 13. It's Wave 13 and not Wave 12. That's why. So, with the new McFarlane Toy Superpowers, there's been quite a trend going on with the recent waves. Except for Wave 9, really. So Wave 6, 7, and 8. There's been a repaint of Batman, a repaint of Superman, a villain character, and then the other three characters are ambiguous. With Wave 6, it was a repaint of the Flash, another repaint of Batman, and Green Lantern. Wave 7, it was Kilowog, Blue Beetle, and a repaint of Sinestro. With Wave 8, it was Guy Gardner, Booster Gold, and Metamorpho. So, I assume it's gonna be similar, because Wave 9 was kind of a departure, doing the same thing as Wave 7, giving us two villains, a Batman, a Superman, and then they gave us two other repaints of characters, basically meaning the villains were the only new characters, but also we got a new Superman mold, so it makes up for it. And then Wave 10 isn't even out yet, but seems that they have a repaint of Batman, a repaint of Superman, but the Batman and the Superman are modified from what they normally are, with Batman having an unmasked head and Superman having a mullet head. There being a new villain in Lobo, and then three new hero characters in Jay Garrick Flash, Classic Robin, and the Atom. And then Wave 12 is the Superman wave, apparently, according to rumors. So, can't really, articulate how that connects to it, because the Superman wave, there's going to be no Batman. And there are only 5 figures that we know of, so it's not the same as the other way structurally. So getting on to Wave 11 and 13, I assume there are going to be a Batman, Superman repaint in each of them. If you look at DC Multiverse, which seems to be the inspiration behind a lot of Superpowers decisions, being that in Superpowers, they made Batman manga, and then, like a month later, it was announced that there would be a collector edition Batman manga figure. So with the DC Multiverse Superman and Batman figures out right now, that are not like already inspirations behind Superpowers figures, seems that there are only a few left, such as like in Earth 2 Superman, Action Comics #1 Superman, just the Return of Superman, which in DC Multiverse was the normal Superman, but with the mullet head, which we are getting in Wave 10, so that would be an easy thing to do, but kind of hesitant to say that that's what they're gonna do. And then for Batman, we have Rebirth Batman. We have Detective Comics 27 Batman. We have that new Golden Silver Age Batman with Ace. Year 2 Batman. Dick Grayson is Batman, but I think that's a little like out of the range of possibility for McFarlane. So really, I've narrowed it down to like Batman's probably gonna have the Rebirth Batman or Detective Comics 27 Batman. Or maybe this is just an idea, but maybe they could like not like directly do a repaint of Batman, but do a Batman Beyond. But that seems kind of unlikely. But I would really want a Superpowers Batman Beyond. And then for Superman, we are probably either going to get a Return to Superman, Action Comics #1 Superman, or the Superman Red and Blue, which is like the energy Superman that happened after he came back to life in the 90s era. That ended right before Grant Morrison's JLA. So if I had to pick 2 for each, I would probably do Action Comics 1 Superman, Action Comics 27 Batman, and Red and Blue Superman, and Batman Beyond. But I could see a world where in one of the waves, they don't do like a Superman for the Superman repaint, but they do a different figure that looks like Superman, such as like Shazam or Captain Atom. Both characters that Superpowers fans would probably want to get. And if McFarlane does not want to have a Superman in Wave 11, because he's already going to have a Superman in the Superman movie wave in Wave 12, might be a good idea to like take the mold and just change it to being a Captain Atom or Shazam or any other Superman like character that has a similar build to Superman. And then for other repaints of characters that we could get, it is probably likely that we're gonna get some sort of gold style Green Lantern at some point, because in the gold waves we got in Batman, Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Seems likely that we're probably gonna get a Green Lantern, whether it's Hal or John. Either way. So, if I had a bingo card for Superpowers figures, that would be in Wave 11. Or even 13. A gold Green Lantern would probably be on there. And a repaint that I would really want is like a 2000s era Tim Drake Robin, like the black and red costume. Because it seems like a pretty easy repaint to do. We already have a Tim Drake Robin mold, so like just repaint it black and red, and boom, you got a different version of Tim Drake Robin. So, like, with the figures that I've listed so far, Wave 11 could look like Detective Comics 27 Batman, Action Comics Superman, a Tim Drake Robin, Gold Green Lantern, or replace Action Comics Superman with Captain Atom. And then in that case, you'd probably want to replace Batman, because you'd want Detective Comics Superman and Action Comics Batman to be in the same, like, wave, I guess, to like sell those two as like the duo partner. Like, you have to get both of them if you want, like, that certain, like, feeling. Now for new characters, new molds, whatever. So chance that we could get a modified Wonder Woman that is more classic and less Rebirth style. Or maybe we could even get a new 52 Wonder Woman. Maybe. That would be cool. Or like get a Flash that's more in scale with the Hal Jordan body instead of the John Stewart, because Flash and Hal seem to be quite similar in height in the comic books, so you would want a Flash in the same scale of height as Hal, probably. But two characters that I feel like we are desperately missing are Martian Manhunter and Green Arrow. Martian Manhunter is the last remaining of the 7 members of of the Justice League already. We already have classic Batman, classic colors Wonder Woman, the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, classic Superman. The Gold Aquaman has classic-ish Aquaman colors, but also the crowdfunding project could give us a chance to have that Aquaman mold with a more classic head and classic colors. The classic colors were already advertised on the project to begin with, but they said they were just like digital mock-ups, not the final like the final product. So we could get a change in the Aquaman's head, just like we could get a change in the Tim Drake Robin's head from that same project, but I doubt it since we are already getting a classic Robin with the Jason Todd Robin from Wave 10. Jeez, we are already on Wave 10. Wow. The original one didn't go past 2. So, like, we have classic versions of all the characters. If you want to add that Flash, but we could be getting we could get a classic Flash. So that adds that. Either way, if we get a classic Flash, or we just are stuck with the one that we have. So a Martian Manhunter would make sense to get. But also, I feel that I've expressed that more than Martian Manhunter, I want a Green Arrow figure in the new superpowers, because we already have a classic Green Arrow and classic Martian Manhunter, but the Green Arrow was harder to come by complete. Martian Manhunter just had a cape, which people have been making reproduction capes for a while, and the cape is easier to hang on to than an arrow and a bow. Have been reproductions of the bow and arrow, but I feel like if we get a Martian Manhunter, it's gonna be the classic superpowers looking Martian Manhunter. But for Green Arrow, we could go anywhere. We could like do the classic. We could do the more hooded one from the Longbow Hunters. We could do the more modern one, the modern hooded one. We could do New 52, post New 52, Green Arrow. We could really go a lot of places with the style of Green Arrow, but with Martian Manhunter, we could. He's only ever had like his classic design, really, and his Rebirth design / New 52 design. I mean, you could go with the one from Young Justice, but that's not even from the comic book, so I feel like that discounts it, but that would really be a cool Martian Manhunter to get at some point. So, like, we should probably get those two at some point. Like, come on, just give us Green Arrow and Martian Manhunter, and then maybe even Hawkman too. Like, we need the classic, not core Justice League. More of the not core Justice League members. The not core ones, but also, like, not the Justice League International, like, not a part of them main group, we need, like, Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, Hawkman, the Atom, Black Canary, Hawkgirl, those ones. And then for villains, we could go all over the place. Like, if we have a Green Lantern, we already have the two Sinestros that we want, so probably not get a Green Lantern villain. But we are almost always getting a Batman or Superman. So we could get Mr. Freeze, Penguin, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Bane, Joker. Superman, we could get Lex Luthor, Parasite, Metallo, more modern Bizarro. Toyman. And then if we get a classic Wonder Woman, we should probably get a classic Cheetah to go along with that. If we get a new Flash, come on. There are like so many Flash bad guys, probably more than Superman, and we've only gotten one Flash bad guy, and we've gotten like 3 for Superman if we count the Lobo from the Wave 10 announcement. Like, we could get Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold, Heatwave, Mirror Master, Top, Turtle, Trickster. There are like so many of the classic Flash villains that we have not gotten that we could definitely get at some point. I don't think we're really gonna get any villains beyond the main core Justice League, or even Martian Manhunter for that matter, because Martian Manhunter's villains aren't really in the popular zeitgeist, really. Except for, like, the White Martians and Ma'alefak. But I feel like neither of those are really, like, big enough names to get a figure. Like, if it takes Martian Manhunter this long to get a figure, I don't think we're getting any of those unless do a repaint of Martian Manhunter. Like, use the Martian Manhunter mold twice. Once for him and once for a White Martian or any of the Martian Manhunter Martian villains. Because don't really know any of Martian Manhunter's villains, but I really should though. I didn't even suggest we could get an Aquaman, but we still probably need an Ocean Master. Because Ocean Master and Black Manta are Aquaman's 2 main villains, and we've gotten 2 Black Mantas, so what's stopping us from getting an Ocean Master? For Green Lantern, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any Green Lantern villains, because we already have 2 Sinestros. But we could get an Atrocitus. I don't think we're getting any other Yellow or Red Lanterns. Unlikely we're gonna get Larfleeze. Chance we could get Star Sapphire. Probably not getting Black Hand unless we get one in DC Multiverse, and we haven't gotten a Black Hand in DC Multiverse yet. So it's quite unlikely. But if it ends up happening, well, kick myself in the butt by saying that. And I really haven't mentioned any female characters besides Wonder Woman and, like, 2 female bad guys. But the original Superpowers line only had 1 Wonder Woman. Farland seems to be only doing Wonder Woman repaints. So, like, it's unlikely that we're gonna get any female characters in the near future. It seems, but they might be on the horizon. I just don't know. But based on previous trends, we're probably just gonna get Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman, just throughout the entire thing. Which means probably the only Wonder Woman villain that we're even gonna get is either Dr. Psycho or Hades. One of those 3, probably. Unlikely to get Dr. Psycho, but Ares might be a cool one to get potentially at some point. Though I would probably want a Cheetah over Ares any day of the week. But it just seems like with current trends, it's unlikely that we're gonna get any female villains. But if we do end up getting female villains, probably could get a Gotham City Sirens 3-pack with Harley, Ivy, and Catwoman. Get those 3 out early, so in the Batman villains section, you only have to deal with Mr. Freeze and the Penguin, Joker and Two-Face and Scarecrow and Bane and Mad Hatter, potentially. Did I say Scarecrow? Hush. Got a Batman Hush. Batman, we got a Batman Hush. Nightwing, probably gonna get Hush. I mean, they do seem to be, like, ignoring Batman villains. It's the only Batman villain we've gotten is Riddler. Stinking Riddler. Seems like they're ignoring Joker and Lex Luthor, really. It's likely that we're gonna get those at some point, right? Well, I have an idea for one of the waves. Do a classic wave with Detective Comics, Batman, Action Comics, Superman, a more emerald green style of Green Lantern to go with the Jon Stewart. Yes, I know that would basically look like the original Superpowers one, and they usually have something to distinct them with, like with the warm green and whatever's going on with Superman's face. But come on, just do a repaint with the emerald green. Action Comics Batman, Action Comics Superman, Martian Manhunter, emerald green, Green Lantern, classic looking Aquaman, Wonder Woman, or Flash. And then, like, either Joker, or Lex Luthor, or Captain Cold. And then with that wave, give us, like, a Batman Villains 3-pack with Mr. Freeze, Penguin, and Two-Face. Because why not? We already have Riddler, and if we get Joker, those three make the 5 most well-known male Batman villains. And later, at some point, we get a Gotham City Sirens 3-pack with Harley, Ivy, and Catwoman. Maybe in wave 14 or 15. Or even 13 after the Superman wave. But another wave would be, like, just the Gold Green Lantern, Superman or Captain Atom, Tim Drake Robin, Green Arrow, and whatever Batman they choose, along with, like, whatever villain that they choose too. Like, you could really choose anything, and they could really choose anything. Any villain. People would be happy. Unless they choose a repaint. Or they do a more classic Darkseid. I have a feeling people will probably get mad at a more classic Darkseid, too. So that ends the speculation, I guess. So, goodbye.